You know she's watching this channel. You know she's watching this channel. As soon as we launched JOVITALATE, she started paying the grant money for 24 hours. Yeah, the portal went live yesterday, and she's paying the EIDL grant money in 24 hours. Everyone that applied for the EIDL grant money yesterday got paid within 24 hours. I have the scarf here ready to go, but, do I do JOVITALATE? Do I do JOVITA early? I mean, JOVITA early doesn't sound funny. It's JOVITALATE. I mean, do I really go ahead and do this? And this is JOVITALATE. We're back for another episode of the moving basis and confusion of one SBA official who seems to not get things right depending on the day of the week. But if you didn't catch it, JOVITALATE is very early. And in a new twist, JOVITALATE may have been watching this channel because people who apply for the EIDL grant and loan on Monday have only got paid within 24 hours, making this channel's video perhaps irrelevant. But it's a real shocking twist, and JOVITALATE is really on top of the ball with new twists and turns that no one was seeing coming, and these are the rules and regulations that you need to know going forward with the EIDL process. JOVITALATE has really changed the microcosm of how the EIDL loans and applications are approved and denied in this June pool. So let's go over those new details that JOVITALATE wants you to know. First of all, JOVITALATE will inquire about your solo business. If you are new to the SBA or new to this channel, well, JOVITALATE is a little bit more on top of her game this time around. Because one channel said that if you're a side gig, go get you some money. Well, JOVITALATE is tightening the scars as we see on some of you solos that are coming asking for free stimulus money, as one title will say. JOVITALATE overnight has been emailing applicants for this new pool of EIDL applications to provide a Schedule C. Yes, if you remember this streamlined application from the SBA for the EIDL loan and grant, it says it's self-authenticating. It's not self-authenticating. So JOVITALATE is really tightening the scarf on some viewers of other channels that they think they can just get free money filling out that application with whatever bogus stuff they can put in there. And so what JOVITALATE is now doing is asking for a Schedule C. SBA, when they see that you are a sole proprietor coming to them, they want to see a Schedule C to prove your existence as an actual viable business. That's not to say that you don't qualify for EIDL grant or loan money if you are solo, but you better be paying taxes for it. So they're going to ask for a 2019 tax return of the individual, you, because you applied individually, with a Schedule C that shows that Schedule C shows that you had income in 2019 for that side gig. So if you are a viewer of other channels that have a side hustle or an occasional bit that you do, good luck, because you ain't getting money from JOVITALATE. She wants to see that you actually had a viable business in 2019, that you pay taxes on that viable business, and the government can confirm that viable business. If you don't know, and you should, Schedule C's actually ask the type of business classification and category you do the business for. So, for example, when you go to the top of the Schedule C, it'll say that you were a hairdresser. And boy, if you filled out the EIDL application for a pet groomer, for a dog walker, JOVITALATE's going to catch you because that's not consistent. They're going to look at that Schedule C from the 2019 tax return to confirm that that business was, in fact, what you represented on the streamlined application. And so then you certainly wonder, well, what is JOVITALATE going to do if you didn't file a 2019 tax return? She's going to tighten that scarf around you real tight because you came from that other channel where you just make up crap and try to get free money, as well as their title will indicate. JOVITALATE is not going to play games with you and is going to deny you summarily right off the bat. the Schedule C, if you're a solo practitioner, has to show 2019 business income, has to show it's for that type of class. And if it doesn't, if you say something like, I didn't even done my 2019 tax return or something like that, good luck, you're going to get denied. Next, there is, shockingly, one of the viewers of this channel dropped a bombshell himself. I love when viewers drop bombshells. I mean, that's great. And he said, JOVITALATE, look at this. Well, I looked, and yet another channel said that it's encouraging. It's encouraging. Can you imagine? On this platform, another channel, I don't know which one it is because I didn't look at the video, but I saw the description. Another channel is encouraging Uber and Lyft drivers to get $10,000 grants. Oh, my goodness. You think a person who wears 30 scars in 90-degree weather is going to get blown away by such ignorance? Oh, no. Those scars are going to come off, and boy, an Uber or Lyft driver is a sole practitioner, is a single employee, and it is you yourself. The application, the streamlined application of the EIDL grant alone for June 2020 should have the number 1 for number of employees. And so if there's another channel out there saying that it's having its viewers get $10,000 grants for Uber and Lyft drivers, you know what JOVITALATE's going to say to you, or say to those viewers? Good, you can also drive yourself to jail. You think JOVITALATE is joking? Oh no! If you Uber and Lyft drivers are literally telling JOVITALATE that you have 10 employees for your Uber and Lyft driver, well, you better show that you have 10 cars. You better show that you had payroll taxes of 10 employees in 2019. Because if you didn't, JOVITALATE is going to send you and a basket of fries to the local holding cell very quickly. Boy, that is really, really bad stuff. So let's get to the good stuff, because there's always some good stuff. There's always some good stuff in this telenovela, which I call the Sangre de tu Dinero. Here we go. So JOVITALATE is now accepting June applications, and JOVITALATE apparently, as you now have heard in the 2 other videos we had earlier today on EIDL, is taking the May applicants who, again, were advised by that ridiculous channel to apply for agricultural grants when they weren't agricultural, so that they would get in line before everyone when they apply in June, and then actually gawkingly, gleefully smile about it. Goodness. Really, really tasteless. She actually is now processing those May non-agricultural applications as general. And a lot of you, my viewers, who are new to this channel, thank you for joining us. You now know how to do things right. You fell for something which was incorrect, but thank you, JOVITALATE is helping you this time around at least. So if you applied as a May applicant and you are not agricultural, you are now getting your grant money. You're being processed into the EIDL non-ag processing portal. If you don't know, and you're new to this whole EIDL process, and this is for new viewers, the EIDL grant does not require you to take the loan. So a lot of you always ask, hey, do I have to do the loan? No. The loan will come in the weeks to come. There'll be a loan offer. I don't know the processing time on the new June applications. We're very early on this, but there you go. Okay, so here come JOVITALATE's bombshells. And boy, if you don't know JOVITALATE, she loves football, even when there's an off season. And you know why JOVITALATE loves football? Because she can move the goalposts. And no team can ever win. So here is the moving goalpost of the day from JOVITALATE. And you're not going to see this one coming. Experian credit scores locked. Yeah, can you imagine? I mean, after all these months, March, April, May, where we all knew that EIDL grants and loans can be paid even when the Experian credit score is locked. Well, not anymore. JOVITALATE is now emailing applicants today, well, or at least her office is emailing applicants today saying, hey, your credit score is locked and please unlock it or we can't process your grant. So, you know what that means. If you like to be pulled, get ready for JOVITALATE to start doing hard pulls as often as SBA egregiously does. If you're new to this channel, SBA did, for our viewers of our channels, a horrific number of hard credit pulls. It wasn't just 2; it was sometimes 6, sometimes 11. Viewers' hard credit pulls dropped 100 points, 50 points, 110 points. Some viewers got away with very little residue of damage, but the vast majority had their credit scores ruined. So if you're new to this EIDL process, it could happen again. There doesn't seem to be any difference of the underwriting process or how this is being funneled or done. So sadly, if you want your grant money for the new process, unlock your credit score and get ready for EIDL to pull as often as she wishes. If you're also new to this channel, we have detailed that you can fix those hard credit pulls by contacting Experian and say you did not authorize multiple hard pulls from SBA. You only authorize one. If you're wondering why there's one, we've done a video on that. It is an advance on a loan, despite what some other channels or some crazy people may say. The purpose of the grant is an advance and ultimately on the loan. You don't have to take the loan, but it is an advance on the loan. And so that is why they're doing at least one Experian hard credit pull. There's no reason for them to do 2, 6, 10, or 12. And they do them often. And so you need to watch your Experian credit score. When we did the video yesterday, I'll drop in the links above, talking about the launching of the new portal, we told you to please check your Experian credit score before applying, because we expect those hard pulls to be done right away. Well, now that EIDL is doing hard pulls right away, you better be checking your credit score. So there were 84 JOVITALATE questions and comments yesterday for JOVITALATE, so let's see if she can answer them. Come on, LALATE viewers, give them a like and comment to boost LALATE's algorithms. Thank you for your hard work. Stay safe and peace and love. Thank you. We absolutely need that love. A lot of people are pushing into the space today. As you know, that now that the portal is open, everyone and their sister and brother is making a video about EIDL, like they know what the hell they're talking about. Of course not. And so the competition is on, and it's fierce. So your like and shares and saves are very well appreciated. You're killing me, Scarface. I forgot the Scarface line. Cornfed, LA, read this please on air. The gloves are off. I emailed Jovita Carranza, Ted Cruz, John Cornyn, Josh Hawley, who's in Missouri, and more. I just can't think of any 2 more hours in the sun picking onions by hand in a group of emails saying she's breaking the law. She has abused her powers as a leader of the SBA. Please, everyone, follow me and do the same. I love Cornfed. This is one of the few times I'm not going to agree with her. The people who have gotten progress on getting their loans approved have, I was going to say a word, they have kissed Jovita as much as they could in their emails and letters, being as gracious and respectful and humble as possible. And their loans and grants were approved within hours. So if you write JOVITALATE a nasty email saying she's breaking the law, well, guess what? Your loan or grant is not going to be approved. It doesn't work that way. And we said that on the very first day. Don't send nasty emails to SBA. It's going to get you nowhere. Angel Clements, me and my husband applied during the agricultural period like last month. We got our email today. Now it's being processed. Good. William Mickelson, looks like the time to apply was during the agricultural to get the quickest approval. Yeah, pretty sad that people abuse the process. Marka Barca, I accidentally applied to the agricultural period. Now it's being funneled. Yes. John Doe, I would love to start a massive campaign for liars. You're so hilarious. Brett Clark. Okay, I supplied the first few hours EIDL. Now I'm being processed. Rich Ostro, the honorable, dishonorable Giovanna. It's not Giovanna. Don't Scott Brandon Hoffman. Hey, brother, what do you recommend for those who are denied credit history? This is about 2 weeks ago. Okay, so the original loan was back in March, received a portal invite with 2 loan amounts and submitted due to credit history. My understanding is that we're supposed to go for reconsideration versus applying for a new loan. Is that true? What do you recommend? Yes, you cannot do a new loan. I mean, why would you would absolutely not do a new application. You're the same person. You only do new applications if it's a new business, a different business. So if you're denied based upon bad credit for your business, you need to do a reconsideration. The basis of your reconsideration are indicating why you think you qualify for the loan, that you're financially able to afford the loan. Do a calculation of what the payment amounts are and how you're financially able to pay those payments. Do a history of your Experian credit scores and where they've gone up and down. If they were higher before, then get all those documents, submit all those documents. Finally, contact your senators. There are viewers of this channel who were denied based upon bad credit, got their senators involved, and got that reversed into an approval and have won their reconsideration. Bo B, why am I being stressed over the loans? The scarf means business. I mean, the scarf does mean business. And to that nice viewer who asked for a Burberry scarf for JOVITALATE today, you got it. Ray Schneider, I initially applied for 7 credit due. Credit denied on 4/20. Today they emailed me, said my appeal was accepted and it wasn't a credit issue. It was an issue for my address. Oh, wow. Asked me to update it. I'm waiting all day and the $10,000 hasn't hit. How long might this take? When I updated my address, it was correct the first time as well. I love that. I would be very happy for yourself. So I would just stay with SBA, call them all the time, just pester them. That's great news. Carmen Velasquez Alonso, I applied on May 3rd for agricultural. I got an email that they're processing my application. Thank you for all your information. Good. Sean, no chatter is true, my best friend. Robert Hansen, scarf up, awesome video. Thank you. Paul Ryan, got 2 emails last night. Oh, one from Jim Banks and another from SBA. And Paul Ryan applied for not ours, the Fed's Main Street Lending Program. We did a video on that. If you're interested in the Main Street Lending Program, I'll drop in the links above. You need to apply for it. Wow, that's a long email. Fidel Moni, those $10,000, are they included, that $3,000 that I revised last month, or will they give us the rest of the $7,000? No. So if you got a grant from the EIDL process in March or April of a certain amount of money, do not use the new process to get the remainder of the grant. You can do a reconsideration letter asking for the remainder of the grant money. They're not going to pay it for you. That $10,000 remainder is never going to be paid for you as of the current situation. No one is moving that goalpost. Kevin Lee, gotta love LA. Ribs, scars, and new classics. Sylvia, thanks for the great information. I'm an independent contractor. I forgot about that business. I was ready to apply for the new portal until you told me don't do that. I'll wait for the processing. You're awesome. So the new portal is live. We did a video yesterday explaining how to apply, what to ask for, how to go through it. We did a grant video later in the evening when you're going over the nuances of the 2 applications, your marriage versus your new one, if it's a different business. We're going to do that tonight again in the grant video. Dr. Rib Sizes, I think I got that right. Got my EIDL loan on 6/2. Got my grant on 6/12. Congratulations. Veronica, I received a loan that my loan is processing. My question is, if I'm unemployment for my business, will it affect my unemployment business if I receive the loan? I don't think so. I don't see anywhere where EIDL conflicts with PUA UI. But if you are working, I mean, you can't collect UI or PUA, as you know. Well, you have to disclose it, and it may reduce your benefits. Anaja, I was denied a loan due to lack of credit history on May 3rd, was told the grant was separate and nothing came yet. I'm crazy to hope. No, it will come. All the viewers of this channel will get it. You do a reconsideration letter asking for a reversal of the denial of the loan and also asking for the grant money, and it will come. Every one of these viewers have. Eric, well, emailing the SBA attorney paid off big in the 3 days I've been approved and funded. Great job of giving us the direction we need to pursue that nightmare. Thank you, LA. How's the scarf? You like the scarf, Eric? Gene, I applied as a trucking company before. I'm also an Uber contractor. I use my EIN for my trucking business. I don't have an EIN for Uber, so I just use my social security number. You did it correctly. Absolutely did it correctly, Gene. If I don't get it, I don't get it. But I already applied earlier, so this is when the site was open for non-agricultural. So Gene did it absolutely correctly. She originally applied for her trucker company under the trucker company's EIN, but on the side, she's also a Uber driver, and she reports, I assume she reports, that as a Schedule C on her personal Social Security tax return. So there you go. You did absolutely right, Gene. Perfect dog training. I applied for the grant, but I did it before watching this video. I'm sure I put 0 for employees for my own business. So don't worry, they'll pay you $1. They won't pay you $1. They'll pay you $1,000. I mean, JOVITALATE would love to pay you nothing. They'll pay you $1,000. Nakika, first I'd like to thank you for all you do. Your channel is amazing. I spoke to a rep on June 15th. She said independent contractors who have already received the $1,000 grant will not receive any more grant funding. Is that true? It's absolutely true. The only case is like a case of Jean, where she had her trucking business applied as a business before, but Jean also drives cars on the side as an Uber driver. Annette, I only found 3 videos. Where's the 4th? Come on, dear, help me out. Visceral. I applied as an S corporation for my business with an EIN. I also do Lyft as my side gig, and I get 1099. Can I apply for separately as a Lyft and independent contractor as with my social security number? Yes. So let me repeat that again. This is a person who applied in March or April for his business that's an S corporation. It's actually an S corporation that files an S corporation tax return every year with its EIN, but the person who's writing this message also drives Lyft on the side as a solo and reports that on his personal tax return with his social security number. Yes, you can absolutely do that. Kim, had to check out today's scars. How am I doing today, Kim? Samuel Lombardo, I'm working on Experian credit scores. I'm boosting to 100 points on past issues that were not reversed, including my student loan collection. Wow. So there is Mr. Samuel, who has really got his Experian credit score right up based upon what I'm telling him. Rowan, food and scarf. Betty, love your channel. I only watch you. You shouldn't be watching anyone else. I mean, all of you viewers who are new or old, they're EIDL people. I mean, don't be watching that crap out there. I mean, I seriously tried to watch one of those things. You know who I watched. I turned it off after a few minutes. It was so damn wrong. It wasn't entertaining either. I was going to say something else, but I won't. James Leggert. No word from U.S. reps, but I reapplied as Tier 2 instructed. I guess I'll be calling them. Laura, you had the best laugh. Thank you. Judith, Koala Cola, King Hob, Muji, great stimulus. Thank you. I have 2 stimulus check videos today. Please watch them. And thank you for your support. Samuel Lombardo, if we get it wrong, we'll be needing life insurance for all the bomb explosives. Yes. Elvira White, does it matter if the business is registered with the Secretary of State, but I gave a personal checking account for deposit? Should I go do a re-verification, add a business account, or leave it as it is? So if you applied yesterday for an EIDL loan and grant for your business and put the business's name, then everything has to be teed up exactly the same way. So it has to be the business name that's registered with Secretary of State. So yes, it has to be a business registered with Secretary of State in your state. It has to be an LLC or a corporation. It has to have an EIN. It has to have a business address. It has to have paid taxes last year. If it's doing nothing really compliant about anything, you're really going to get denied right away.